For nearly a decade, laptop buyers have faced a frustrating binary choice. You could choose a modular laptop with socketed RAM that was easy to upgrade but slow and power-hungry. Or you could choose a modern thin and light where the memory is soldered directly to the motherboard. Apple took this concept to its logical extreme with unified memory architecture, placing high-speed LPDDR chips directly on the processor package. This created a performance lead that seemed untouchable, but it also forced users into a walled garden where a 16GB upgrade could cost hundreds of dollars. But today, a new standard called LPCAMM2 is rewriting the physics of modular memory, offering the speed of soldered chips with the freedom of a socket.
To understand why LPDDR-M2 matters, we first have to look at why Apple's unified memory is so fast. In a traditional PC, the CPU and GPU have separate memory pools, requiring data to be copied back and forth over a narrow bus. Apple Silicon puts the memory on the same substrate as the processor. This allows for an incredibly wide 128-bit or even 512-bit interface. By using LPDDR5X, low-power double data rate memory, Apple achieves massive bandwidth with very little heat. However, because these chips are physically part of the processor assembly, they cannot be replaced. If a single memory cell fails, or if your workflow outgrows your capacity, the entire motherboard is essentially electronic waste.
Enter LPCAMM2. Developed by Micron, Samsung, and ADATA, this isn't just a smaller version of old RAM. It stands for Low Power Compression Attached Memory Module. The breakthrough is the compression connector. Instead of long copper traces running across a motherboard to a vertical socket, LPCAMM2 sits flat against the board. This shortens the signal path by nearly 60%. Because the distance is so short, it can handle the high frequencies of LPDDR5X memory, up to 9,600 megatransfers per second, while remaining completely removable. It provides a 128-bit wide memory bus on a single module, which previously required two separate SO DIMM sticks or soldered chips.
When we compare the metrics, the gap between the PC and the MacBook begins to close. Traditional modular RAM is limited by its physical design to around 5,600 or 6,400 megatransfers. LPCAMM2 effortlessly hits 7,500 today, with a roadmap to over 9,000. But the real win is power efficiency. In standby mode, LPCAMM2 uses up to 70.
This shift has massive implications for the right to repair and the consumer's wallet. Currently, if you buy a MacBook Pro, you are locked into your choice at the checkout. Upgrading from 16 to 64 gigabytes can cost an extra $600 to $800. In an LPCAMM2 world, you can buy the base model today and buy a 64GB module for a fraction of that price next year. Major manufacturers like Lenovo are already shipping the ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 with this technology. As the ecosystem matures, the high-performance justification for soldering RAM disappears. The monopoly on high-speed memory is effectively ending.